Hey, what's going on? Good morning. It's morning where I am on the East Coast. Good night, good evening. Um, Title of this video may be, or originally will be, hopefully, uh, a digital revolution is not the one, and stop doing the Nixon. Stop doing the Nixon. Last night I had a long conversation with myself about and it's kind of contradicting because here I am in the revolution making a video and it's digital, which I do know, but there's just something about it that doesn't rub me the right way, man. Because it's contradicting. It's just very contradicting. It's silly because it's one thing to vlog and blog and you say this is my day, so what I think about what's going on in the world. That's one thing. But when you just literally here's the news, here's the reports, and it's good info. Some of it is good info to a lot of people, but the way I see it, the way I feel about what's going on, see if I can pop this out. The way I feel about what's going on is that we're not really doing anything. We're not really strengthening ourselves, not really learning anything. We're just eating the information that was on a different page. So I may go to your page and you got this information from another person's page or another page on the internet, and then now you put it on your page, and now I'm eating it, and now you're probably getting some little money off of it, Google AdSense. I don't mind. I have no say with that anymore. That's what it is. And then I'm watching it, and then you're watching it, and you're commenting, and I'm commenting, and then at the end of the day, what have we really accomplished? You feel me? Like, what have we really accomplished with this video making? That's why in the past with me, I made a few videos saying don't watch my videos, and I changed my channel page title thing, don't watch my videos. I changed it now, like don't believe the H star PE, but it's more on the level of do something. That's what I was just trying to entice. Just do something. Don't. And I think about I know I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I know I'm just but just to share to anybody else that probably has or watches somebody with 1,000 something subscribers or 200,000 subscribers, like just tell them or share it to them, like don't watch videos, because all you're really doing is compiling data on yourself and the person. You really think that the FBI, CIA, whatever the case may be, Department of Homeland Security doesn't have some type of tab on you? Not a tab necessarily, but you're on a list depending on what you search in and watch on a daily basis or partake in on the internet on a daily basis. They put you on a list. I would not put it past them. They put you on a list, and then depending on what you do from there, you you go up on the list or you probably go down on the list, whatever the case may be. For a digital revolution to take place, you would have to create your own internet and have your own power grid. It's something I kind of was going back and forth with in my head last night. I was like, "Oh, I have the internet. And I'm sending you a message, and it's." I'm looking at it like, yeah, while it's still up, let's just say Verizon and Vonage and all the internet providers just stopped. They just canceled it. They just ended it. They just turned it off, shut it down. I mean, I'm not a tech genius or a tech geek, but I know one thing's for sure. I don't control the internet, and I don't control the power grid, and I don't have an EMP bomb. And if that went off, then we'd be fucked. So what I'm trying to say is that how about we? I know many people are already doing it, but I think more people need to do it. I mean, you can start on the internet, but make your way to grassroots, please. Just be on the ground. Just posting stuff is ridiculous, and I know I'm pretty much generalizing. I'm not being specific about what I mean right now, but not the people who are really on the ground and using the internet 10% of their day, but people who are using the internet for 70% of their day, 60% of their day. They're just internet, and what they accomplish is really nothing. Just think about how much videos you've ever watched on not only YouTube and other sites, but how many videos you watched and reports you've read, and how many of them you remember. See, that's the key thing. If you don't remember what you've watched or you learned, then you wasted time. You wasted time doing it. I've wasted time too. I'm not excluding myself from this conversation or video right now. I've pretty much wasted a lot of time. Then again, it led me to other things. So I'm grateful for that. But in the same time, I did waste time. I wasted a whole bunch of time. And I feel like this is what we do. We compile data for them, and then they know how to defeat us. They know what we're going to do before we do it. And it's silly. Just talk to someone on the street. You know, I think I actually said this before. This is kind of a story, but it's not. I was coming home from Manhattan, WBAI. I was volunteering, taking pledges and whatnot. I gotta go back there actually. And I was on the train going home, and it was or Occupy Wall Street guy, I think, or a person of that group or the movement. And he was saying a lot of stuff like chemtrails. He said a lot of things. I forgot what he said per se, but he was just pretty much yelling it out on the train, but not like yelling it out, but you know, speaking loudly, and people were just like, and I'm like, well, that guy's doing something. You can't ever say that he never said one thing to make you get interested in what's going on in the world, or a fact or something. But he because I look at it like to play along with this digital revolution is to play along with their game, because you're funneling yourself and others right into what they want you to do. Now I don't know their master plan, but it seems too fucking obvious that we're doing stuff that's along with the mainstream media, and it trickles right into a selective group. Like I said, the list, we're all putting ourselves on this list. We're all putting ourselves on this list, and some people know about the list and you don't want to go that high, so they don't see a lot of things on the internet or block a lot of things on the internet, but they don't want to go up. And some people are like, fuck that, I'm going all the way up and I'm trying to really break the barrier. I'm really trying to change the world, and those people I commend, I applaud. But it's just like, where is this going? Where is this posting? I'm looking at like sooner or later they're gonna put a block on certain shit. They're gonna put a block on this, a block on that, and the way I see it, doesn't matter how many people step up and write what they really feel on the internet and comment about certain things. It's we have to take charge of what we have in power. No, we have to take charge of what we have today. Like, make use of it. Make use of your mouth. Make use of your eye contact. Make use of your adequate language and grammar. Make vocabulary. Make use of that. Stop just making videos. You know, it's, I was making videos at one point too, but I did say, you know what, don't watch my videos, and I stopped. I heavily stopped. When I first started making videos, man, anytime I had a thought or reply to something, I would just video, and then after a while, I started looking at myself and going, wow, Trav, you got like 200 videos, 300 videos, awesome, right? I'm like, yeah, and I'm thinking to myself like, wow, I wonder how many people actually learned something from me of all those videos, and I had to rethink, and I really haven't gotten a hold on how to make great videos as of yet. I still just speak my mind, but in the long run of it, I'm happy though. I've people who will subscribe to me or who were subscribed to me who like watching my things, my videos. They don't watch it as much anymore because they're not having a lot of videos to watch anymore. Very few videos I put up, very few, and I'm and the stop doing the Nixon part. The title of this video was just I feel as if that when people make videos about how serious things are, and you have the background of their show or channel, and you have glasses and turtlenecks, and hello, this is what's going on in the world today, and this is very bad, people, you need to wake up today. Like that's the Nixon. I just sum up all the shit they do and say and put out there, and just like Alex Jones too, the Nixon, that's what he does. There's a Nixon, tries to It's a lot. It's exhausting, and that's partially why I kind of stopped making videos and I stopped telling people what to do, and I stopped making videos like this. But every once in a while, I need to make a video like this. It's too much. It's too much. It's just draining. It's draining to sit there and listen to people talk to you or say something, and you're like, wow, oh, you think to yourself, what can I do? You can donate to them. That's about it, and it just kind of ends there when it comes to solutions. Everyone's always talking about the problem, what's going on, and but no one's talking about solutions. No one's talking about how about you use your cardboard boxes as you know wagons or something. I mean that was a bad example. Excuse that, but just something, some type of solution, some type of some solution that's just worthwhile. And not no damn, they have this and they have that. I don't know where they got it from, but it's really bad and we need to speak up about this. So thanks for watching. And it's like, really? Really? Great. I'm not trying to say everyone has to be a solution master, but it seems like we're not using our brains. It just seems that we're not using our brains to do what needs to be done or could be done. We're just kind of like being half-assed with it. Like, oh, here's a video. I did my part. Now, if you really, really can't do anything that you would like to do, that's a different story. But for people out there like me and others who have the energy to do something and capacity to do something, they should. They should gain gain people's trust. Loyalty, like certain things like that. It doesn't have to be a giant, you know, bomb or everything we have to create, but something just different, just different from them. And I know that's how you catch people is you do what they do, but I'm like, nah, man, but we gotta think about the people who stray away from that. Like, you ever met that kid in high school, or you were that kid in high school where you just wasn't down with the mainstream. You wasn't on the internet or whatever, but you just wasn't down with the mainstream. You wasn't down with everybody doing what they were doing. So you kind of found like this different route in your high school life to vent or to create something or just whatever the case may be, and you liked it. Same thing with life. You got a lot of people out there who just don't follow mainstream and they don't follow alternative news. They talk to people. They actually walked up to bed. What's going on today? What do you think about that? And oh, okay. And I feel like I don't see enough of that where I live, and probably I need to go other places in New York, but it's primitive. I saw a magazine that says primitive on a shirt. It feels primitive, man. It just feels so damn like slow. Not like I want change to happen overnight, but it video. Let me make a video with good information, and hopefully they'll get it. Get what? I'll listen to information and be thankful for it. Like, oh, I never knew that. But in a way, it's how much of that can I watch? How much of that can I remember and jot down and go, like, what's the game plan? Like, what's the game plan? What's the game plan? What are we riding on? What are we, using? What are we building? What are we creating to battle the new, like, who's the enemy? That's what I was telling myself last night. I was like, who's the enemy? Who's the enemy? The NWO and their military might and the banks and the banks. I'm like, okay, let me do a bank run. And it's like, if you do a bank run, then people will go hungry, and it's like, okay, so don't do a bank run. Buy a lot of food for people. Buy as much food as you can, so people can survive off of it, and save it. Then do a bank run, and then when the military police come up and he stand in front of the banks, and the SWAT team stand in front of the banks, um, now what? Now we shoot them, we attack them. Wait, don't do that, because our family members and friends are in those same police and military positions, and they don't want to shoot us and we don't want to shoot them, but they want to get paid and they don't know what to do and they're scared and they're more scared than we are, and we don't want to kill them. So how do we identify which one to kill or attack? The one that was an orphan, or the one that has no family now? Do we attack those certain policemen and military, or do we just attack none of them? And do we all build houses somewhere? And it's just like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, people are actually thinking like that, or have those types of thoughts when after they watch one of our videos or one of your videos. They have those thoughts of like, what do I do now? What do I do now? And what do you tell them? See, yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, we don't have to all have the answers, but we don't even have a tiny answer, a small solution. We just speak and hope that people hear it, and then what's after the strong revolutionary video? But I think I've spoken long enough. I made my point. Stop doing the Nixon.